bullshit. Yeah.
Welcome to Bowl Week. Glad to have you with us from Boca Raton, Florida for what ought to be an exciting matchup in the roofclaim.com Boca Raton Bowl. Weeks of additional practice and prep for bowl games not only can set the tone for what we're going to see in this game, but for what might be in store next season as well. As we'll see a squad from Conference USA, the Delaware Blue Hens, taking on a team from the American, the Army Black Knights. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. Kickoff team out there ready to tee it up in this bowl game. Well, that will give them good field position as he kicks it out of bounds.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
Don't know if the defense will appreciate having to defend a short field from the start after that penalty. Running backs on either side of the quarterback. Creates a little room. Breaks into the open. He's brought down, but not before they pick. Big first down.
This is an offense that can move the sticks in a whole lot of different ways. Now you're seeing it on the option here. Great job by the quarterback. Reading the defense, there's nobody there taking him, so he puts his foot in the ground, he gets upfield, and he's got really nice elusiveness once he's out in the open field. He shows you that on that explosive play, picking up the first.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Hand off from the shotgun. He picks up 4. That'll leave them with 3rd and 6. Trying to pick up a first down. They send the tight end in motion. On 3rd and long, trying to convert through the air. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. The Blue Hens line up to punt it away. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. And nobody able to field that punt as it rolls out of bounds. So Army's offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. And David, we'll see whether this running back has the ability to elevate his game and really become a star in this offense.
Yeah, he's still developing. You know, I think when you watch him, you say, oh, he's still learning the vision and how to play the running back spot. And I think you leave him, Jesse, going, I want a little bit more. I want more consistency, more big plays, so this offense can really take off.
I think the coaching staff, I think the fans know for the future of this program, they need to upgrade at the position. They'll try to do that in recruiting or the portal. But for right now, today, this guy has to make plays when his opportunities show up.
Rides the back and leaves it. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. So we're scoreless. Their first drive of the game, and this coach is wasting no time taking a gamble by going for it on 4th down in his own territory. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47. They were willing to spin that wheel of fortune in their own territory, and it paid off.
And it came up good. I mean, I think you see the aggressiveness by these offenses now, willing to go for it on their own territory, and I like it because they got it.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. They've got the ball at midfield, but they're facing a 3rd and long. Looking to throw. Slings it downfield. On target to the left. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs. And the Black Knights are moving quickly down the field. Gets the back moving. Outside the pocket, lets it go. Incomplete. And man, is he lucky to get that one back. Defense that close to an interception. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. They try to pop a run on the draw. The draw draws nothing except a swarm of tacklers. He's stopped immediately. 9th play of the drive coming up, but this one will be tough. 3rd and long. They want to throw it. On the move is the 30. There he goes. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Army!
I mean, you talk about calling a pretty good defense you feel good about, and you take away the pass, and what does the quarterback do? He pulls it down and just shows the speed, basically becomes a running back, takes it all the way to the house, and makes your defense look silly.
Into the end zone for the 2, and they push that lead out to 8. They marched 72 yards, and they finished it off with a 40-yard touchdown run. From inside the 15, chance for a good return. Probably needed to pick up an extra block or 2, but as it is, he'll be stopped at the 28. Guys, the Blue Hen offense going to work. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
Catch in the middle. It's Silver. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2.
Well, look, I know this guy is not the biggest running back in college football, but boy, is he dangerous, right? He's so shifty. He's hard to bring down. It's a good idea to get him going in the passing game. Put him out in space. Let's see what he can do.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. And the Blue Hens come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Snap from the gun on 3rd down. And the incomplete pass. Fourth down.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel in the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
Punt is in the air. Makes the catch at the 30. The coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. They'll put the ball in play from just inside their own 40 at the 39. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
Well, there's something you don't see very often. The quarterback overthrowing that guy with his type of speed. There aren't a lot of dudes that have the arm talent to overthrow him, but somehow we just saw it happen right there.
Fires on the move. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force it.
And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
Third and long situation, we're bringing an extra DB on the field, and we're telling our front guys to pin your ears back and go get the QB, and they get the job done.
On the move, he fires. And it's incomplete way downfield, and the defense rises to the occasion.
And I don't know how to explain that one. Fourth down and long, the percentages are low anyways, and on your side of the field, that is not the way I want to create momentum or start my first half. I'm not sure what they were thinking on offense.
This offense has it with really good field position. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Finds his tight end.
And that's why they got to keep running the football, man, because play action is going to be a big part of this game plan. You've got to get this tight end over the middle of the field vertically and give him an opportunity, because you just saw how dangerous he is after the catch.
Brought down at the 25 after a 5-yard gain. It'll be a first down.
A lot of times on second down, you're thinking pass, especially second maybe in a little bit long. Really good job by the offense, committing to the running game, getting the first down really easily.
Red pass, it's complete.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
They'll go to the ground. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. The Blue Hens have it with a first and goal. Wide out trying to get it in. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Running play to the left here, looking for the end zone. And he'll be stopped for no gain and will be stopped for the end of the first quarter. We've reached the break and Army has the lead. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played one period. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the second quarter. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. Surging forward on the sneak. Sneaks into the end zone.
It's just so nice to have a signal caller who can make plays through the air, can make plays with his feet like this, runs in for the touchdown. The defense knows I have to account for him every play. That's my quarterback.
Lining up to add another. Hit that one with some aggression for the point after. So they take over with great starting field position, move it 36 yards. And they finish the deal with the quarterback sneak. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Army has it back in the offense, ready to go. That fourth down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for it on fourth down. Everybody wants that, but your defense sometimes has to bail out your decision-making. We decided to go for it. We didn't get it. The defense, Jesse, didn't come up big and prove me right.
Yeah, not complimentary football, no doubt. But look, this offense has been in these situations.
Oh, he's got some space. And the big gain, and they've got it on the 46. First down here for the offense. Wants to throw on first down. Gets it out fast. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over it. The Black Knights with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you can tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
Third and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now,
they've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down. And the Black Knights have their offense in high gear. Looking to throw on first down. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body. So now it's second and long. Wants to go up top. Fires to the wideout. Pass is incomplete, and by this stage of his career, you'd think a junior quarterback might take a little better care of the football. From the gun, the running back looking for room. This defense makes a play, stopping him well short, and it'll be fourth down from the 24. And they fake it. He wants to throw. They thought they could pull off the surprise. Well, the surprise was on them. A stop. I know they wanted to be aggressive, throw caution to the wind. They might have been better off playing it safe there. To the air on first down. That's caught. It's Patterson.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in crease now. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Looking to fire. Oh, they're after him. Fires to the tight end. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. They saw that blitz coming, and the way to get out of it is find the tight end.
Yeah, how quick did he see that, too? Sees the blitz, understands this is a matchup where I got my big tight end, the big fella I trust. I'm going to find that matchup, get him the football for the first down.
They'll try the run. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
And the Blue Hens in a good spot here with second and short. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those five guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those five offensive linemen.
Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
And the defense there goes zone coverage, maybe confused the quarterback a little bit, forced him to hold on to the football, and that allowed the pass rush to get home.
The Blue Hens will punt this one away. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Got it in the middle, it's Roberts. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play. The Black Knights with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. And the strategy of just letting the quarterback run until he gets tired is not a winning one. Another explosive play and another first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Quickly to the tight end.
Nice quick throw there, and it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find their rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw, and you can tell that these two guys
turning it on. The chunk plays that they love, and he takes it all the way down to the 10. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And the Black Knights trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. Pocket breaking down. And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
Just like to see the quarterback have a clock going off in his head, forcing him to get rid of that football. Can't take a sack on 1st down and goal-to-go situation and move your offense.
Trying to rumble in. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
Nice job by the defense, forcing the 3rd and goal. You can't allow any run after catch in these situations. Play aggressive, play tight.
Touchdown, Black Knights! A great catch and run for 6.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
He's into the end zone. The 2-point conversion makes it a 2-possession game and a 9-point lead. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And that was not what they had in mind as the kickoff sails out of bounds.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
Ball is coming out to the 40 after that penalty on the kickoff. Tight end now in motion. Looking downfield on 1st down. Rushes on him. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. 2nd down, clock's running. Wants to throw, he's working against the clock.
Man, a lot of coaches talk about starting the drive positive and the first play that can get you going. The QB just kept backing up and going backwards, and that is not the start to the drive they were looking for.
He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down. And the Blue Hens send out the punt unit. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Looks it all the way in and now turns his attention upfield. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. One more snap coming before halftime. The give to the tailback. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Reese, talk about an edge of your seat type first half, or as they call it here, just another typical Boca Raton Bowl. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today.
The Blue Hens will kick it away to start the second half. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Cadets have it back as Army goes back on offense. They more than got the job done in the first half. Now the job, he wants to go deep. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on 1st down.
And this offense is just, they've struggled to get in a rhythm. And I like they take a shot down the field, but interested to see how they can maybe get some easy completions for this quarterback and get him in a little bit of a rhythm.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, running back on the move. Absolutely nowhere to go as his defense makes a 3rd down stop.
And it really doesn't matter what the decision is on the RPO. When your defensive line can reset the line of scrimmage like that, get off blocks and make plays.
He lets one fly deep. Oh, he dropped it. schools, but it's one that can easily define season trajectories and put the victor on the path to the college football playoff. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the LSU Fighting Tigers, Baton Rouge and Tiger Stadium. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Florida Gators, taking on another SEC rival, the LSU Tigers. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. The Gators will kick it away to start. On the run from inside his own 5. And he's able to pick his way through the traffic nicely for a good return on that one before he's brought down. The Tigers offense will go to work first. This rivalry might be a little more heated than you realize. The Gators and the Bayou Bengals locked up at 10 at the half, but Florida poured it on in the second and served a reminder to everyone: touchdowns win games, not field goals.
Yeah, and DJ Lagway was sensational throwing it, playing at home. Their defense did an outstanding job as well. And, David, I think when you look back last year to the Gators and their finish of the season, this was the game that kick-started it. Winning this game gave them confidence to beat Ole Miss the following week.
And then they had one on a 4-game win streak, and I think you started to see and believe in the Billy Napier era. Everybody was very skittish to start the year. It was a rough start. That Miami game to open the season, it was awful. Florida really turned it around because of a big win against LSU.
On the set. Back to throw, it's Nussmeier. Unleashes one. That was an eyelash away from being picked off, and that is not the way to set the tone with a near pick on your opening drive. 2nd and 10 after the previous play. Lets it fly. Makes a connection. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. 3rd and 6, and they'll need a big play here on this opening drive. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact.
And usually when a QB takes off and scrambles, it's because the defense didn't do a great job keeping lane integrity, not keeping him in the pocket, letting him get outside, and then he can do damage. And it's the next play that you have to play instead of this just the original pass. So defense has got to do a better job keeping that guy in the pocket.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. It's incomplete and maybe a little too aggressive from this senior trying to fit that one in there. Now facing a 3rd and long. Using his feet to buy time. That'll be enough for the first down as they stop him at the 43-yard line.
And he's just proving it time and time again, man. He has that feel. He obviously has the ability to pick up and put him down and go get first downs. But I think the timing of when to scramble and when not to scramble, he's really got that figured out. And you can tell it's going to be a big part of the game.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Firing deep. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down. We'll see if the offense can move the chains after that incompletion. He'll get rid of it. With the catch, it's Anderson. That'll be enough for the first down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line. The Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Fires on the move. It's gone.
It actually does so many things. When you run the football and have success, it slows everybody down. Not just the linebackers and the safeties and make them come up, but the defensive line. They're thinking run as well. Slows down the pass rush. Gives me a little bit more time to develop routes and make it really easy on my quarterback.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Fires left. He's got it. They will score. Touchdown, Tigers. And it feels good to land that first big punch against a rival, doesn't it?
No doubt. In a game like this, too.
It's a fake, and the holder showing off that arm. And he can't find a receiver, and down he goes. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. Let's see what he can get done from inside his own 15. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So the Florida Gators offense has the ball for the first time. And they are led up front by a powerful offensive line that opens up an array of possibilities, Jesse.
No question is the identity of this offense. Multiple players up front that are going to play in the National Football League. This unit is going to be up for the Joe Moore Award at the end of the year for the outstanding O-line, David. They are going to try and establish the line of scrimmage with their physicality.
Man, it's a tremendous challenge with this defensive line because you know that. Like, you've got to be aggressive. You've got to be physical. I've got to take away their ability to run the football first. This unit's nasty. They're dirty. I love them.
Caught close to the marker. It's Jackson. He makes the tackle at the 33 after a pickup of 5.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
Now, I know you two never faced off against each other in an actual rivalry game other than the Thanksgiving morning Turkey Bowl. But knowing you two the way I do and the way you know each other, Jesse, what would you have done to try to throw Pollock off a little bit on a stage like this?
In our opening 10-play script, I would have had David Pollock cut blocked, maybe even double-team high-low, chop blocked on every single play early.
Which is illegal, you bum. That's fine. That's fine. You know what? I guess in retaliation to that, we would have just roughed the passer over and over, taking the 15-yard penalty. That's what's fun about this, Reese. It's petty. It's sometimes it crosses the line of dirty, but that's why rivalries are so fun.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Lots of green grass as he gets it to the 31.
Obviously, third downs are so critical because you get an extra chance to wear that defense out. Great job by the offense. Great job by the quarterback completing the pass, getting the first down.
Breaks into the open. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him. And the Gators with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Back to throw, it's Flagway. They've got the screen set up. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. They are calling for their defense in Baton Rouge. A huge third down coming up. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Grant behind the line. It's Ball. He ended up going backwards on the play, and they will not convert that third down. Now on fourth down, they'll send out the field goal unit. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. Nestled just inside that right upright. The lead is down to a field goal.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
They'll kick it away after putting up a field goal on that last drive. Let's see if he can make a play on the return. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. His drive opens up at the 23-yard line. Wants to go up top on first down. Finds space on the right. They'll mark him down right there, but it is a big play, and they'll move the chains. It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. Fires downfield. Incomplete. He threw that one up for grabs and into traffic, and fortunate to get it back. When these two first met in 1937 in Baton Rouge, LSU shut out the Gators. Florida would notch the first road victory in this swampy series when they beat LSU on the Bayou in 1956.
And a lot of history between these two teams, because even when there were two divisions in the SEC, this was a constant cross-division rivalry featuring lots of NFL talent.
And the Heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
All right, this quarterback is going to have to start playing with a clock going off in his head. He knows he cannot hold on to the football too long with players like that getting after him.
On target over the middle. Really putting together a threat now. They get... It's at the 37. To the air. It's Nussmeier. Buying some time. He's brought down, but not before he turned that into a positive play and picked up a few on the run. Guys, LSU has the lead here. One period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. They've switched ends of the field, and we're ready to get things started here in the second. And the Tigers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. They'll move the wide receiver. Off the play fake. On the run, fires downfield. Rolls it in. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
That's defense.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught him.
Motion from the back. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. Caught over the middle. It's Anderson. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Quarterback floating away from pressure. Driving its way all the way down to the 3-yard line. The Tigers line it up with their first and goal. He'll set up to throw. Fires into the end zone. Intercepted. He's brought down. A short return, but the defense comes out on top with a pick.
And what a great job by the defense that time. Cover one, man coverage. And did you see how everybody was impressed? When you press receivers, you disrupt their timing. You get your hands on them at the line of scrimmage. You jam them. And it completely disrupts the quarterback and his thought process. And that time, that was a big reason that ball got INT'd.
Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Guys, that last trip, a little disappointing having to take the 3.
Yeah, and I think, Jesse, you see so many offenses talk about getting yards and the tempo and all the stuff they do. A nice job moving the football, but they got to get in the end zone this time.
There he goes. Bulldozes his way through. And he's down at the 41. That's a first down.
I love that play call. This offense is going to run the football. They're not just going to do it between the tackles, but they're going to attack you outside. You saw that with that handoff. They get to the right. They get him in space using his speed. Good play call.
The Gators come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Grabbed behind the line. It's Wilson. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Getting suffocated right away. How about the DB? Just seeing that initially, pulling the trigger, getting to him, get him on the ground, get the tackle for a loss.
They're dealing with a second and long. Wide receiver comes in motion. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
I know that one falls incomplete, but I love the idea of finding ways to get this running back the ball, right? You can hand it off to him. He's got really good hands. Already has a few catches in this game. I think you keep trying to leak him out of the backfield and let him take advantage of this defense throwing the ball.
Couldn't get away from that cover team, and they've got him down at the 23. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. And boy, they missed an opportunity last time throwing that pick in the red zone, David.
Yeah, and you got to put that frustration behind you. You can't turn it over. That's a cardinal sin. You know better than that, Jesse. You can't take points off the board, but you got to move on.
You do. I think he just got way too overeager down in the red zone that last drive. So just come out here, trust your reads, trust what your coaches have told you to do, and just go out and execute the defense.
The delay of game pushes the offense back. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. How about that defense getting back there? He'll lose a couple.
Nice job by the defense. A lot of times offenses want time to mesh that RPO and read it. Nah, the defense got in there so fast, they didn't give him an option. Got the nice tackle for a loss, putting the offense in a worse situation.
The flag and another delay of game penalty. They do know there's a play clock up, right?
Delay of game. Offense.
That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. They're going to take another delay of game penalty. You just can't have these types of mistakes.
Delay of game. Offense.
Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. Line getting set on second down. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. And he'll be smacked to the ground.
And you can't get it all back in one play, but I really like that second down, man. I mean, that's a big, positive chunk.
Gonna take a shot. Makes the catch on the left.
Thank you very much. That's what the quarterback's thinking on that last play. I think he was even shocked that his receiver was that wide open downfield. He'll take it.
LSU with the 1st and 10 here. Use the play fake, now to throw. He's not afraid to go deep. And that one falls in. trying to get a chunk play on that one.
You just wonder if the quarterback's trying to get it all back after throwing a pick the last time out. This time, that was not a good read. The defender was all over that throw. He should have intercepted that, but thanks to the drop, the offense stays on the field. This quarterback has got to take a breath, and he's got to settle himself down.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. On the move and looking deep. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down.
Great job by the defense not falling asleep on that play. Like, you're right there in that fringe area, this part of the field where offenses will get a little bit aggressive and try to throw the football because they kind of think the field's shrinking. It's harder to run. Nice job staying on it, staying disciplined, and executing.
Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
He had nowhere to go with the football. You could tell, surveying the field, somebody's got to get open to go make a play. Man, throw it up, run it, do something. You can't take a sack on 4th down. You got to give somebody an opportunity.
Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running, 2nd down coming. Wants to throw, it's Lagway. He finds a soft spot in the middle. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down. Shotgun snap on 3rd down. He lost it high and deep down the left side. Oh, and it's a pick. He threw it right into the double coverage. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Looking to throw on 1st down. He'll heave it deep. Finds a spot in the middle. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
On 1st and 10 from the 38. Wants to throw on 1st down. He'll pull it down. Great job by this savvy senior to know when he just needs to move the sticks with his feet. The offense down to the 22 on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. And he's on his way. He'll go all the way. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals.
And they trust their QB to execute like they have the whole 1st half, and he delivers, and they build on this lead and build their momentum going into halftime.
On to attempt the try. Oh, they try to trick him. The holder wants to pass. They wrap him up, and boy, that comes when the defense needed it the most. So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. From inside his own 15, looking for a crevice. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. They'll get things started on this drive from the 24. Looking downfield, it's Lagway. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. Backed up now. Here's second and long. Using his legs. It's ball. And there was nowhere to go. Just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. They're at their fastest tempo trying to get off this third down play. Here's a heat. The Gators will punt it away on fourth down. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. And the punt will come to rest just inside the 30. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, seems like every time Florida and LSU get together, magic happens. And halfway through this one, the sparks have been flying. And there's no more fitting place to begin than with this stud receiver and how he's dominated the first half. Some guys have the ability to elude and evade. This young man is a true 3-level threat. Short passes, the intermediate game, and then the deep ball. He is a problem, and I don't think this defense has the solution. 2 quarters to go. Time to find out who comes out on top, guys, between the Tigers and Gators.
LSU ready to boot it away and open this second half. From inside the 15, here comes the return. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Gators sending the offense back to work. Maybe adjustments or attitude adjustments. They've got to find a way to run the ball at least some here in the second half.
I do think you said something that's important. I think running the football is an attitude. Like, it starts with the offensive lineman and being physical, having a nasty attitude. Running back, same thing. I think they need more of that in the second half.
You know, and I think even if you're this defense, you have an opportunity to make a statement here. Yeah, I know you guys went in at halftime, you riled yourselves up, and you told yourself that you think you can run the ball on us. On this very first drive, we're going to prove to you, just like in the first 30 minutes, you cannot.
And the Gators can really attack on this second and short. The give to the back. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction. Not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for that.
Bringing the heat. The Gators will send out the punt unit. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Running back searching for a hole. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Turns it loose. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Man, defenses are terrified of giving up that big play. I like the offense taking a shot down the field, showing the defense, like, listen, hey, you're going to...
What a job to lay out and make the catch. This senior showed some serious arm strength, firing that one in for the first down. The Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. They go to the ground. And this one will be stopped for no gain. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10.
Offense tries to go RPO and hand off to the running back, but how about the defense up front? They're just...
Oh, he's got some space. Touchdown, LSU. And once he got away from the knee, they had no shot at catching it. They've extended this lead, guys, but sometimes in a rivalry game, you get down and you fight back that much harder.
Man, you've seen crazy comebacks and crazy swings of momentum in rivalry games. You just need that first thing to break your way, Palmer.
And I think it really comes down to their key playmakers, David. They can come back, but these guys need to take ownership. Now's the time. In this type of game, they have got to step up and start making plays.
He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Livingston. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. To the air, it's Lagway. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line. And no shortage of the big boys coming out of Baton Rouge as LSU's defense in the backfield again.
Yeah, you talk about tall, long, athletic, guys that get after the quarterback. LSU, they typically have a lot of those guys. That's a really fun thing to have when you're a defensive coordinator.
They'll run play action. But he's going to go down, and he's in his own end zone. It's going to be a safety.
Well, the defense could smell blood in the water in that situation, and a great job pursuing, getting to the football, showing you all of that athleticism they have, and they come away with the safety.
LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. How about that blocking up front in that running game last time as they just walked it? Slips a tackle, and he's got room. They'll get the 1st down and spot it on the 49. They gobbled up a ton of yardage to open this drive, and now in business near midfield at the 49. Flags flying as the pass is incomplete. Let's see what the call is. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Shoves back behind the chains. It's 1st and 15. Out of the gun, looking to throw. Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
And the defense gets a huge play. I'll tell you, they've been wreaking havoc in this one so far. They've got so many athletes up front on this defensive line. It kind of reminds me about the defenses I used to go against in practice back in the late 90s. Guys like Javon Curse coming off the edge. The freak. It was a nightmare. So hard for our guys to block. We felt like game day was easier than what we faced in practice. And I tell you, this D-line by the Gators, what they got this year, they are special.
Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. And the Tigers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Looking to pass. It's Nussmeier. Makes the grab. Oh, there might have been trouble if they hadn't knocked him down so quickly.
Well, you can afford to be a little bit late as a quarterback when you're throwing crow routes into zone coverage when you've got an arm like that. This dude's got a cannon. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Grab near the sticks. It's Brown. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down. Rides the back on the option to give. He's knocked down at the 34, but they're sort of hitting them in the mouth with a 6-yard pickup there. The Tigers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Back to pass. Lobs it off the back foot. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down. Trying to pick up a first down. They'll snap it from the gun on 3rd down. Oh, he dropped it. He had the pick in his hands and a chance for one of his patented big plays, and he couldn't hang on. It'll be 4th down. It's 4th down, and they can make the field goal from here, but it looks as if they're going to leave the offense. And they got him